Hi, Don Schlembecker, Peak Performance Training. We're going to talk to you today about T-spine mobility, okay? So increasing your ability to rotate through your thoracic spine. Rotate and get extension in that thoracic spine. Basically, your thoracic vertebrae are 12 vertebrae that lie between C7 and L1, which is basically in between your scapula, okay? This is where the majority of our rotation should come from. In professional athletes and in golfers, any rotational type sports, good rotation is 60 degrees in each direction from that thoracic spine. But the normal person has about 30, sometimes less, 20 to 30. So we're working at about half of the rotation that we need, all right? And lower back injuries, shoulder injuries, cervical spine injuries are caused a lot of times by that lack of mobility in that thoracic, because usually we look something above and something below, all right? And that's where the injury can occur. So what we're going to do is take you through a handful of extension and rotational mobility exercises in your T-spine that you can put into your everyday work, okay? There's a lot of stuff out there, so we're going to try to cram a bunch in, show you a handful of exercises that you can take for yourself. All right, first things first is we always want to loosen some of that tissue up that come along where that T-spine is. So we can either use a foam roller, which we're going to show you first, and then we're also going to show you this double tennis ball, which is just two tennis balls that are duct taped together, okay? One of the greatest tools. I give these out to clients all the time. So what we're going to do is we want to loosen up some of that tissue. So we take this, put this on the T-spine, all right? Either get our hands here or our arms right in front. I like to cross my arms over. And all we're going to do is just roll along that T-spine, find a tender spot, roll on it. Take a minute or two to that. Then we can get into some extension over it, okay? And it's a process. We might be really, really tender in that area, so we can just stick with the foam roller. But then we like to progress to this, okay? So again, two tennis balls, just duct tape together, all right? Cheap and easy. Take this, put that right alongside that thoracic vertebrae. Then what we're going to do is cross our arms. Get that extension, just come into a slight flexion and extend. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly move up and down, all right? When we find an area that's extra tender, focus on that a little bit, all right? So what we've done is we've loosened up that tissue. That's going to help us a lot. All right, we're going to look at two things. We're going to look at rotation, okay? And then we're going to look at thoracic extension. So for rotation, one of the things we can do is we can just get any kind of pole. Now this is just a Gray Cook bar that we use, but you can use anything from just a mop rod or anything like that, right? From a broom handle. So what we do is we get this behind us, all right? We get in this half kneeling position, and the reason we're in a half kneeling position and the reason that we have this behind us is we want to take scapula out of it. So boom, we pulled scapula together, so we're not worried about that. And we've taken lumbar out as a result of getting in this half kneeling. So we only can rotate from the thoracic. So from this position, we're just going to rotate everything as far as it can go without moving this front knee and rotate back. As far as we can go and rotate back. And a lot of times we get new clients in, we'll actually measure that degree of rotation each way. We would just switch sides. And remember, so you're rotating outside that front leg. All right, that's a great way to do that. All right, another way we do is we get onto the wall. Now we've showed you that wall sit before. We get into that wall sit. All right, get into this set position. We're taking lumbar out of it. Our back is flat against there. We're in good hip flexion. We just hold here, and we do everything from a shoulder press in here, okay, to taking the hand, reversing it, tracking it straight up. It gets a little bit more into that thoracic. We work alternating sides. We might feel some tightness. We got to work to get it up. We come from here, and we'll just track down on the frontal plane, okay? And those are some great options as well. Now, what we also can do is grab a stability ball and get set up to where we just roll this out and try to basically push up and extend, all right, that thoracic, extend. And then roll back into it. Extend and roll back into it. We also can use elbows on a bench and drop into that and just really try to get that extension. And then another one we can do is we get into a quadruped position. All right, hopefully at this position we take out some lumbar, we take one hand behind, and all we're gonna do is just try to open up, and we can rotate a little bit. Open up, trying to pull those shoulder blades together. Now this is difficult for me and I work on it all the time. So take those exercises, all right? Take those movements, see how they are. If you have any questions, shoot me out a quick email, all right? Take those movements, see how they are. Remember, we need to increase the ability to rotate. We need to get that thoracic extension. It's gonna help us in all of our movements, okay? Which is gonna give us more efficient workouts, and we're gonna get greater results. And it's also going to help us avoid injuries that occur so much because of our lack of thoracic spine mobility. Thank you very much. Have a great day.